first symposium was in Cómpeta in springtime, and then we invited about 14 artists. Then I got to know Helene Mosterdman from Vinomio, and of course she has her business in Malaga, and we got the idea to also organize it here in Malaga.
First of all, we thought about to do an art day. So on the 25th of July, we organized the art day in Beatus. And it was a big success. Everyone liked it. A lot of people came to see us. As well, the artists were very happy and they wanted to repeat. So that is when we decided to organize something even bigger. That was the symposium, the art symposium.
This time I invited artist friends from different countries, and we really like this coming together with the creative people, and also for the audience, for the visitors. It was nice to see all the people working and that they showed their work.
We've been thinking about the name, but because it should be something short, something people remember, and then we thought Art is Málaga, because it's a bit a game of the word, because it is from International Symposium, so Art International Symposium Málaga.
We started this time in Cómpeta. We were together with 7 people during the week. They started Tuesday and they worked till Friday evening. And we had luckily enough quite some nice weather, so we could work outside. And most of the pieces they brought to Malaga were made there, because here in Malaga we only have 3 days and a lot of visitors are coming, so they can't concentrate or focus that much as that they could in Cómpeta.
Spring.
Now if you look with sunglasses.
So if that's finished today, then I'm satisfied.
Well, in fact, it's quite a nice combination, because you have the natural park, staying in pure nature without much business or dynamics of the city, but just having contact with each other as a small group, eating together and sleeping in the same place and working in the same terrain. And then coming here to Malaga, and of course here is much more to do, to enjoy the special things of a city. And also the artists can explain more about their work here, meet other visitors and spread out their cards and tell about their work. What I do think is that a symposium brings a lot to the place where it's held, like to Malaga.
We organized it in a new marketplace. It's called Mercado Merced. So then we have the gastronomic part, and that we combine with the culture part, which is quite interesting, I think, for the people.
And for us it's nice to be here with this place where it's alive. It just opened, so you can feel it's coming up.
Yeah, this is a much bigger symposium because the last one was only for one day in the streets. This is now for 3 days. There are more artists here showing more work, and of course because we've got a bigger space to work in here, it's much more easy to bring work and to exhibit not only the finished work but also to show that you are doing the work in this place itself. It's much easier also for the public to come here and to discuss and to talk about your work, because clearly this is a market with gastronomy. You can buy your food, you can take a drink, you can have a little tapa, come over, wander over, speak to the artist and look at them, discuss what they're making in this lovely space. I'm working on a new piece of work, and this one is completely different in as much as it's a piece of work that's going to be understood by sighted people and also by non-sighted people, by the blind. The intention here is to make a piece of work which is a portrait which can be then seen clearly, but also I'm going to put in some Braille language into the picture itself so that people who are not sighted will then be able to touch the picture, and hopefully then the picture will be described using Braille language. It's a totally new departure for me. I'm trying it out for the first time here in the market, where it's very, very nice and easy working conditions, and everything is going pretty well at the moment.
Bésame con un beso enamorado, como nadie me ha besado desde el día en que nací. Quiéreme hasta la locura, así sabrás la amargura que estoy sufriendo por ti.
It's a very good event. For me it's very interesting to work together with 20 international artists, so different. The culture is different, the way of painting is different, so Malaga is a very international city. It's a metropole, like a very, very big city, but still small. And we have a lot of international people here.
El momento en que yo te conocí.
I think it's a good idea to combine food, wine and art. People see the art, they go and have a glass of wine and just discuss. They could look to the painting still and sit by themselves and discussing which artist they like best, so they come back and maybe they buy or contact the galleries where we are represented.
Hasta la locura, así sabrás la amargura que estoy sufriendo por ti.
Actually, this is the first time for me to visit Spain at all, and Malaga special. So I'm so happy to participate here, and I like people around me. It's a good atmosphere to work. It's to see each other, to learn from each other. So I'm so happy to be here, and I hope every year I come again. I'm contemporary art, so I'm trying to do some issues we are feel it now in our world. So it's one of them is all this war in the Middle East and all these refugees coming to Europe all this time. So it's I'm trying to paint people whose everything around them has changed suddenly, and they live in chaos. I find actually a lot of people here looking for my artwork and other artists' artwork, and they are talking about it and trying to understand what's the message behind it. So it's good interactive between audience and us, and because sometimes they see something I didn't see it.
You can see here is two portraits, very contrast portraits. One from the refugee, really, the moves from Syria to Europe. And second one, that is portrait from the Europe's people who make very serious control for the refugees. It's really necessary, but it's not about this. It's only about conflict between two persons who try to protect him and try to find your place in the world. I like Andalusia, I like temperament, I like emotions here. Maybe because it's not enough emotions, just emotions in Belgium and the north of Europe. And I come for the color and for really express life here. That's and the flamenco, of course.
Malaga a lot. I'm happy being here with artist people. Here is very colorful country. It affects me a lot in my paintings. I use their colors on it, and it's a very nice workshop. I hope they will continue this kind of workshops here. My pictures about birds, because it's at the same time it's about freedom. Why I'm doing birds on my paintings. I'm expressionist painter. It's all about my feelings.
The people really like to see their artists working and not to see a finished or complete exhibition what looks aesthetic but you can't see the dynamics behind it. So I think we would love to continue this and to organize it another time as well.
The artists are really happy. They really like the event. It's something that they do, something of course, an idea that exists. So they go to other countries, they come together. So that's a bit the idea for them, I think, to come together, to share their ideas, to see each other's work. Yeah, as well, although they're working a lot, to spend some time together.
I work with metal. I make huge sculptures normally, about 2-3 meters high, 5 meters long, and they can move. And for this project I thought I make something which is in the middle. It's not very small and not very big. It's going to look like a mosaic. Well, I did not meant it in the first way, but this is growing a little bit like this. So, yeah. The most of the muscles I need is to take care of this machine. It has, I think the weight is about 1.5 kilo, and it's not so much, but you're continuously with this. So at the end of the day, I feel my shoulder. I feel I'm not really strong person.
It's really nice to meet local artists, to meet Spanish people, and most of the time I have my helmet on, but when I see people really curious, I stop working and try to talk with them, and sometimes they are really surprised that a woman is behind the mask busy with the metal, because in Spain I think they're not really used to have women working with metal, and other one are really like, hey, you're doing good, you know. Yeah, it's really funny. So yeah, I like it, and it's nice to be in a different country and to show what you do. Normally you always alone in your private home and you do it, so it's good to come out.
I'm gonna make black and white sculpture. The white one is in Almeria Macael marble, and the black one, the dark one, is in Belgium bluestone. It's two people conversating. The title of the work is A Long and Boring Conversation About Nothing. So they're gonna sit together for all their lives, talking about not much, nothing. Before we worked like 5 days in Cómpeta with international artists. It's one I know from before, the other are new for me. It's really nice to talk with each other and drinking with each other and talking about art and also normal life and things. It's good, it's great. Nice place also for sculpting, because we get a lot of space outside, and also when it's raining it's a possibility, and it's necessary for us. It's nice for the people. There are a lot of people in the market, and they're coming out and in and out and in, and they come to ask something. A lot of them are foreigners, also I met from Canada, from Belgium, from Denmark, from everywhere in the world, and it's a nice place to be. So it's nice to talk with these. They're really interested in it, how you make it, and they can see it. So it's good.
Organizing this kind of event, of course, it is a lot of work, because we have to do with a lot of people. You have to arrange, we have to do the publicity, we have to organize where the people sleep, how the people come, etc. So it is a lot of organizing, what I did with Lieuwke. But at the other hand, it's worth it, because it's really nice. The people, they enjoy it. We had some help from Cruz Campo. The place where we do it is in the market, what is good for them, because they're just open since the 25th of September.
Organizing it in a low budget way, it's quite some effort for us to find the most efficient and best way. That's also the reason we did combine Cómpeta and Malaga, because staying in Malaga is much more expensive, and of course staying within my place, it's another financial picture. I do get emails from more and more people, even artists from India, from China, from Russia. They write me and they ask me like, can I come next time? Can you keep me updated? Can I do an application? But also artists who are walking around here who are just discovering this and they would like to be involved next time.
The idea is from now on, every year do it, and every time make it a little bit bigger, because now we had some live music, we had a workshop, but next year we would like to do something as well for children, and we really would like to grow as a big event, like maybe like the film week in Malaga, what of course started as well smaller, and then it grows out to something big where people talk about